Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tandy. Thank you for watching. This video today is going to be all about faux locks. Now, faux locks are the latest trend, and I get a lot of questions asked about what exactly it is that I do to maintain it. I've even got asked why I've gotten faux locks in my head. And just overall, you know, do I like it? Do I not like it? What would I say about it, you know, for somebody who is interested? And why not make a video about it? So therefore, you guys can all have the information that you need. And let's just get into it. Okay, so my locks. This is my second set of locks. Now, the first set that I had, you can catch those either by following me on my Instagram at Tandy Colada, or you can see my first video, which is how to slay a face with a bum finger. Those were a lot smaller than these. So my locks this time around only took me about 6 hours compared to, you know, the smaller locks, which took me a whole weekend, which really wasn't that long. It probably maybe even took me 7 just because, you know, I'm a foodie and I stopped to eat. What did I use? I wanted to achieve a goddess lock look. So therefore, you know, with the curly ends, I use synthetic hair. All the hair that I use is synthetic, but of a little bit higher quality. Therefore, they don't look as fake, if you get what I'm saying. The braiding hair that I use is by Model. I believe it is in the style Twin D. And I'm sorry, you guys, but I don't have the braiding hair with me, so I'm gonna try to find a picture for you guys. I use 2 packs of that, and the only reason why I use 2 packs of the braiding hair is because it comes in two colors number 27 and 613. And the blonde color, which is the 613, there wasn't as much of that as the darker shade. Biggest hurdle that I had was finding perfect Marley hair. Last set that I used was a soft perm Marley hair. Now, it was all right, but I found that it didn't hold as best as the current hair that I'm using. The current Marley hair that I am using is by Model again, and it's not even Marley hair. Actually, they've branded it as Mojito Twist Braid. And this is the lighter shade, and here is the darker shade. They were about $5.99 with tax. The one thing that I can say about this hair is it is a lot more coarse than the soft perm Yaki. Therefore, it feels hell of a lot better, looks a lot better. It looks a lot more realistic than the soft perm Yaki hair. This hair, the lighter shade, it says it's T27613. I don't know what the T stand for, but of course, you know your girl Tandy is here for all the T's in the world. So this blonde shade though, it says it's a 27, but it doesn't look like a 27 to me. In fact, it looks more ashy blonde, but I mean, the overall look, it works. Even though I look like I have like 5 different colors in my head, it works, it really does. This is 16 inches of hair. I actually went to like 4 different stores to find, you know, the perfect Marley hair. I'm like, okay, I want to find something that's a little bit more coarse, but I want the right colors, like, and if they have an ombre, I didn't even know that they made ombre.
Is it ombre or is it ombre? Potato, tomato, right?
When I happened to stumble across it, I was like, oh my God, I gotta get it, because I can definitely use this as Marley hair. The darker shade is T27, and I'll show you guys exactly how both of them look. I really like this hair. I would definitely recommend it to anybody. Like if you're looking for that two-tone effect, like kind of like Megan Goods, definitely get this hair. It's worth it and not too bad on the budget. So altogether, I only used 1 pack of the lighter shade and 2 packs of the darker shade. The darker shade, I only used 2 packs because the second pack I had to open. I think I needed like 5 strands of the hair, like 5 braids, in order to, you know, finish and complete my looks. Maintenance is definitely key to your locks looking as fresh as possible. First things first, edges. You have got to keep your edges done. You don't want to be that chick. I mean, I get it, you know, if you're trying to really pull off that look, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. If you really trying to pull off that look, you don't want to do your edges, girl, go ahead. But guess what? If you want to be slayed, hunty, do them edges, okay? Do your edges. I wash my edges every other day. I use my favorite kind of edge tamer. You know, you can use whatever your preference is. I use 24-hour edge tamer. Next thing you want to make sure that you do with maintaining your locks, you want to make sure that you're retwisting them as necessary. I retwist in between styles about twice a week, once or twice a week, depending on the time that I have here. Now, shed a little side note on twisting your hair. When you're twisting your hair, you want to make sure that, okay, if you want to do them tight, that's great, but know that the tighter you do it, like the more close together the wrap, I don't know if that makes sense because I'm not doing a tutorial, so the tighter you wrap your hair, the more marley hair that you're going to use. So you're going to have to add an addition, so don't be alarmed if you're like, oh my gosh, it doesn't go all the way down to the end where I want it to go. That's just how it is. I mean, it is what it is. The first time I actually did my locks, I tried to burn like the first 2 strands at the end because, I saw the YouTube videos and I was like, yo, I can just burn the ends. That would be so much easier, right? No. Especially with the lighter color hair, I do not recommend burning the ends of your hair at all. Washing your hair, I do not recommend washing your locks only because I've had box braids before, and when I've had box braids, it took forever for my hair to dry after I washed them. So, I mean, to me, common sense would be if it takes long for your box braids to air out, then it's gonna take just as long, if not longer, for your faux locks to dry, right? Make sure that you're treating your scalp. Treating your scalp is so important. I mean, you don't want to just be walking around with dry head and then next thing you know, you got a little bit of dandruff, and that is not cute, boo. We see you with the dandruff, okay? It's not cute. The way that I make sure that my scalp is taken care of and treated right, you go in with coconut oil. Nothing fancy. Sometimes I might mix in a little bit of vitamin E and in with the coconut oil, just make like a little mixture in a bottle, just spray. I literally just spray it on my scalp, and that works for me. My scalp, I guess what would you call it, combination? Because, I mean, my scalp doesn't get really, really dry. I am a sister. So, my scalp doesn't get very oily. So what works best for me is just to oil my scalp, simple as that. If you guys want to know how I style my hair, I'll be uploading a Instagram tutorial, so make sure to follow me at Tandy Colada. Okay, now let's get into the good side and the bad side. Pros and cons, right? Why don't we end on a positive note? We're gonna start with negative things that I have to say. Honestly, I really can't say too many negative things about it. Like, I love my hair so much. I will say, again, the constant retwisting. Another negative thing that I will say is the judgment that you're going to receive from having locks in your head. Like, although I get a lot of compliments on my hair, some people, they give you that look like, oh, she's one of them. Like, yes. And people are gonna think that you smoke. People are gonna think, I don't know, that you're unhygienic. I don't know what people think or why they think it. I mean, hell, why is Trump president? Who the fuck knows? Now let's get into the pros. It's so easy to style this hair. It's easy to install. You're literally just braiding and then wrapping your hair around. And it's definitely suitable for a busy lifestyle. It's one of those quick styles. Like, you don't have to put in much effort in order to style your hair. So if you're pressed for time like me in the morning, always in the mornings, it's an easy thing to do. I mean, literally, like, I'll get dressed and then while I'm in the car, I'm like, oh shoot, let me do something with my hair. Oh, boom, you're done in like 10 seconds. And another note, for me, it lasts a lot longer than a sew-in. And speaking of sew-ins, you can't do that with no sew-in. You cannot do this with a sew-in. You know what you're gonna do with a sew-in? Wait a minute. Like, that's not attractive. Quick little massage on your scalp. Don't scratch the scalp, just massage the scalp. Honestly, your scalp can breathe. So that is it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And remember to subscribe for more videos. And if you have any comments, or if you have locks yourself, or you have concerns about getting locks, just let me know and leave a comment down below. I would love to answer any questions that you guys have. And until next time, you guys.